Masato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityarma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. Namaste.
Welcome to Yoga for Health, Happiness and Liberation. I'm Meeta Gajjar and this is my father, Bharat Gajjar.
Okay. Today we have a wonderful subject, yoga. What is the relationship of yoga and meditation? So I like to explain, and a lot of people have confusion in the West. What is yoga? It's very confusing to most of the people. So today I'm going to make sure that you know what the yoga is all about. So the first thing we like to tell you that yoga means union. Now this is not yoga, but when you unite, that is yoga. So let me just explain, when mother has a child, and the first time she smiles at the child, she's trying to make contact, union. That's the yoga. She's trying to make contact with the baby, and the baby responds with a smile, and the baby experience the love. That is yoga. That's yoga. It's uniting. The two human beings are uniting. Then the mother is introducing the child to the father. Now that is another yoga, union. Then the child experiences the love and he is growing. His love is growing. Then the grandparents comes. The child is growing in the material world in love. Then at one point it will stop. So yoga is again try to unite that child or that grown-up being with the material world, with everything. So what the Eastern philosophy says, the whole material world, every one of us is extension of God, so everything is God. So how are you going to do? Unite. So let's see this chart. The chart shows you yoga means a process of uniting one with all, that is Om. That is the key. Key thing is, it is a process. Yoga is not love. Yoga is a process. And so union, what is union? Union means love. Union means oneness. That process will lead you to love, lead you to oneness, lead you to freedom. So that is what the yoga is all about. So yoga, how are you going to unite to the whole universe? Everyone. And when you reach to that level of oneness is called yoga. The process is yoga. Process is the whole thing. It is not the end. It is just a way. So in love, there are two. Because you and the other person, you love that person. But in true love, there is only one person. There is not two anymore. So actual yoga means uniting the whole thing into oneness in Om. Om means there is no two anymore. Everything is one. How one can become one with all, or Om? That is first. First, surrender love. Remember the child and the mother. The mother started smiling. Hey, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy that you have come. First time mother is talking to the baby, feeling wise. And the baby surrenders unconditionally. Look at the word, unconditionally. He does not say, no, I like this kind of mother, that kind of mother, young, old. The baby unconditionally accepts. So if you want to go into yoga, you have to become one, you have to surrender. Then the process of a spiritual process will start. So then love will come. Only if you allow this process, you take step in that direction and then obey and cooperate. If the baby was obeying, cooperating, and at one point will listen to the mother, that is the next step. Then take right action. Then mother will teach the baby. When there is love, children will take the right action. If you want discipline, no discipline is possible without the love. Because if there is love, the children will listen. If there is not love, you force them, they will not listen. So yoga is a process of loving and then going to the next step. So do yoga. Yoga is a process, and let's understand, as you will see, in the West says by faith alone. You do not need to do anything else. But East says by knowledge and works alone. Work. But if you have faith, you don't need anything. But it's very difficult to have just faith. It's a have faith in God. Okay, love everyone. So what? How? Yoga teaches you how. It does not say only love. It says how to love. And knowledge is the key thing. If you have the right knowledge, the faith will come. Okay? Now, knowledge will lead you to work. The right action is essential. So, there are 7 types of yoga. Okay? Let's look at these 7 types of yoga. One is Gnana Yoga. It's a knowledge. Yoga of knowledge and truth. If you do not have, you need those things to go into higher consciousness, to go into love. You cannot experience love until you are truthful. Knowledge is the first thing. Then Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga means devotion and love. That is, you are loving God. So the whole process is, how can we love God? How can we love God? Through yoga. Yoga means uniting. The very important thing is you unite. The process of joining. Next one, Raja Yoga. The Raja Yoga means meditation and samadhi. At one point you merge into oneness. Then comes Mantra Yoga. It's a harmony and joy. Without that, love means you feel harmonized, you feel joy. And that is also a process. And then Japa Yoga. Japa Yoga means remembering God. So how can you reach God? How can you reach to that Om consciousness? By remembering God. So once you remember, how can you remember? By constantly repeating God's name through japa. It's a rosary, like Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Constantly. And sometimes during the day, you spend some time in remembering the Lord's name. Now somebody say, by just believing you will there, and then you are free to do anything you want, then you're not going to get there. To have that complete faith is the most unusual. It's very difficult to reach to that level. But you can reach to that level by this process of yoga. Yoga means process of uniting. And then Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is service. If you serve and if you give. If you give your time, give your money, you have to give that, then love will start. If it is not possible, this union which you are seeking, that higher union, and then Hatha Yoga, exercise. You have to have strong body and discipline. Hatha Yoga means exercise, discipline, proper eating, proper living. So discipline is the key. When you have all these things you do, keep doing it, and then you look, this beautiful, there are 3 ways to go. Okay? Look, there are 3 ways. Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. Wrong action. Everybody must avoid the wrong action. Then pleasure. Everybody seek good time. Okay, but that is not the way to go. The way to go is right action. Right action is the most important thing. And how one can go towards the right action? If a mother loves a child, if father loves a child, then they can put the child in a discipline and put them in the right direction. The right action is not possible until you really know why it is so important. But if you just want to enjoy, have a good time, just good time. Everybody seek good time. Once you go seek good time, bad time is waiting for you. No, there is no good time without bad time. There is no pleasure without pain. Both are right there. If you seek pleasure, pain is waiting for you. So yoga says, seek not the pleasure, seek the right action. Dharma. Dharma means right action. So how can we do right action? Spiritual action. Serving family is one action. Spiritual. You must seek spirituality. Seek. How you should seek spirituality? By all these things. Prayer, meditation, and remembering God. All this process. Being good, do good. So meditation is part of yoga. Yoga is a process, union. So process is uniting. Now, see, in India, we make murtis, statues, idols, and of mud, and then we take them in the water and visurgin, and it goes away. So at one point, you love God, you become close to God, and then it eliminates the God and become Om, just completely oneness. That is highest yoga, where you reach Om consciousness. So, Meeta, would you like to read this article on? Go ahead.
At the final state, even Buddha must go. This was written by my father. In the Buddhist religious tradition, Buddhist monks recommend that in order to become enlightened, one must surrender to Lord Buddha, read and follow his teachings, follow the 8 noble paths. Subsequently, one will start going into higher and higher states of consciousness, and one day he will become enlightened. Only if he destroys duality and becomes one, Om, and kills Lord Buddha within. All Eastern religions say the same, as they all follow the Advaita or non-dualistic philosophies, whereas the Somanic religions follow the Dvaiti or dualistic philosophy, and therefore the approach to God realization is quite different. The Eastern religions say Om is all and all is Om. Om is the goal. The meaning of Om is that we are all alone. We are all one. It means this material world is the extension of God, and thus everything is God, or Om. Or you may say it is one. Manduko Upanishad says, all this world is the syllable Om. The past, the present, the future. Everything is just Om, and whatever transcends the 3 divisions of time, that too is just Om. When we humans take birth, we are one with all, But as we enter into this material world, we start separating, and subsequently we lose our own consciousness or light. Thus we enter into darkness, ignorance, or separation. We can call it ego, I consciousness. It is all the same. The ego leads to unhappiness and sorrow. When you are ready for a guru, guru comes. A guru is a divine teacher who takes you from darkness into light. A guru takes you to mother, and mother takes you to father. Isn't it true that only your mother knows who your father is? A great saint of India, Sri Ramakrishna, was a devotee of Mother Kali. He had great love for Mother of the Universe. He prayed, did meditation, and surrendered to the Lord till he reached the greatest height, but could not take that final step. His guru realized the predicament of his disciple. He needed to cut the cord between him and his mother Kali to become liberated. Subsequently, he did that, and Ramakrishna became enlightened. In India, especially in the south, Lord Ganesha's murtis, idols, are created artistically by many families and or groups. They do the prana pratistha, or giving life to the murtis with puja, an outpouring of devotional fervor. Then on Ananta Chaturdashi, grand processions are carried out on the streets with the Lord Ganesha's murtis. People sing bhajans, dance, and do other rituals. Then, with devotional outbursts, the murtis of Lord Ganesha are dropped onto the water. Visarjan, saying with great love, O beloved Ganapati, come soon next year, in their native languages. In Bengal, the story is repeated with Ma Durga. On the day of Dasara, Mr. H.V. Sheshadri, a great leader of India, in his article Immersion Visarjan of Gods, says, herein lies the great care, the very essence of the so-called idol worship. At one strike, it demolishes the misconception that the Hindus worship mere clay and stone and metal as God. By this one act of immersion, they demonstrate what